Now, I bet you didn't expect me to walk up to 2 Chainz. But that's how a lot of things are in life. Completely unexpected. Whether it's walking in the parking lot and finding a penny heads up, or reaching into your jacket pocket to find $5. Or going to the grand opening of a new ag barn and having one of the chapter officers start mermaid dancing. I heard it's a lot of floor work. It's things like these that change our expectations for the day. Now, I had one of those moments not too long ago. I was flipping around the channels one morning on TV, stumbled upon a commercial for a popular cologne brand, Bleu de Chanel. Now, there's this man sitting at a podium/table. Now, ladies, let me mind you, this guy is gorgeous. Beautiful hair, abs of steel, and an accent to die for. At least that's what I was told. Now, he's sitting there for a second when you hear a voice. Can I rephrase, or do I need to rephrase the question? Sexy man pauses for a moment, then says, I'm not gonna be when I expect to be anymore. Translation, I'm not gonna be what I'm expected to be anymore. Now, as soon as I saw that commercial, I knew it was one of the more magical moments of my life. So after a quick trip to the mall, I came home and sprayed Bleu de Chanel all over me. Now, 2 problems. One, I put on way too much cologne. You could smell it from the next county over. And the second thing is, no matter how many times I said, I'm not gonna be, I'm expected to be anymore, the walls of my house would not fall down. Then I realized being the unexpected isn't about having gorgeous hair or abs of steel. You already expect that of me. The unexpected is tearing down the walls of others' expectations through knowing yourself, through accepting yourself, and through believing in yourself. Now, this takes me back to my senior year as I was serving as an Area 3 officer. Now, as Area 3 officers, we travel around the area and speak at chapter meetings. I can still remember my first chapter meeting at Klein Oak High School. Okay, on October 11th, 2011. Now, Klein Oak FFA told me I had 10 minutes to do whatever I wanted to do with their 150 FFA members. So, what was I gonna do? Then it hit me. Mason Parrish, our past state president, told me that when he came to our school as an area officer, that was the first time he had ever spoken out of school. So I had it. I was gonna be just like Mason. I was gonna be witty and smart, have the answer to everything. And the message and the words I spoke were gonna be magical. One problem. It went all wrong. I only spoke for 5 minutes. The 2 students that listened to me were the 2 hecklers in the front row, and it was a disaster. Now, I walked away from that meeting wondering what went wrong. I answered myself, everything. Why couldn't I be like Mason? What was wrong with me? Then I realized I was trying to be like Mason, not Clayton. I had to know myself just like we have to know ourselves. Maybe we don't always have the right things to say, but when we say them, they sound heavenly. Or maybe we aren't the best in front of crowds, but we can tell you anything and everything there is to know about agriculture. Or maybe we aren't the best test takers, but man, we can throw a 90-mile-per-hour fastball like nobody's business. Kind of like me. Okay, just kidding, I threw 95. But that's how we know ourselves. Now, it may be easier for us to know us, but it's something completely different for someone else to know us. Now, the perfect example was my junior year. I had just been elected chapter president. At the time, I didn't show animals because I didn't have the means to. I still played baseball, and I was in all AP classes. Oh, and also, my passion and love was for the quiz competition. Yeah. I had won district almost every year. Now, one day on Mother's Day, one of the moms of one of our members called my mom about a fundraiser. Somehow they got on the topic of the chapter officer team. And the lady said this to my mother: "I don't think Clayton deserves to be chapter president or even a chapter officer. He doesn't show animals. He had all that extra time to study while the others were working their animals. He got it just because he was smart." Now, this really bothered me. So over that next year, I tried anything and everything to get her to change her opinion of me. But no matter what I accomplished, she didn't accept me. She didn't see that I didn't have the means to show an animal. She didn't see that I wasn't getting home until 7 o'clock every night just to do hours of homework so I could stay in the top 10% of my class. She didn't see that I knew the quiz material because I'd been doing that for 2 years. She didn't see that I loved my chapter with all of my heart and would do anything to see it flourish. Then I realized it isn't up to her to accept me, but up to me to accept myself. We all have one life to live, and it's ours to live, nobody else's. Maybe we want to go to that small university while everyone's talking about that big university, but we go to that small one because that's what's right for us. Or maybe we're a diehard Astros fan, and everyone is telling you how bad they are and how many games they're going to lose. But you still continue to pick them to win the World Series every year because they're your team. Or maybe we believe in the future of agriculture when others won't give it the time of day. But we still say that creed with passion and conviction. Instead of letting others define us, let's use our passions to define who we are. Now, it may be easier to accept ourselves when we believe in ourselves. That takes me back to last summer actually, when I was an incoming state officer. Kyle Schmidt and I were traveling the place to be, Area 3, for all their district camps. We found ourselves in District 2 that morning. And after presenting, I sat down with the Aldi Nimitz FFA chapter officer team. Now, I started having this fun conversation with a young man by the name of Amari. Amari and I were talking about baseball. I used to play baseball, he played baseball, and when I played baseball, we played Nimitz. Now, it was a tight game, and one of my teammates was running down to first base, and he had this brilliant idea to lower his shoulder and take out the first baseman. Now, that proved to be unwise as Nimitz cleared the dugout. Our team, we stayed put. They looked tough, and I knew if my teammate got hurt next inning, then I'd get to go in next inning. So needless to say, I wasn't chomping at the bit to go out there and fight. But that silly conversation left an impact on me because I saw something special in Amari. So I found Amari on Facebook and told him just that. Amari then responded, "Thank you, Clayton. That means a lot. I think there's something special about me, but there's something special about all of us." Amari was exactly right. There's something special about every single one of us, and there's a reason that we can be picked out of a crowd and be remembered. Whether it's our sparkling personality, our ability to motivate others with the words we speak, or that ability to walk into the room and light it up with our smile. There's something special about all of us, and the reason we should believe in ourselves. Texas FFA, today is the day that we take control of our lives. We know who we are and what we're capable of. We've accepted ourselves for who we are and what we do, and we believe in ourselves and know there's something special about every single one of us. Today is the day that we tear down the walls of expectations and be the unexpected. Too often we're afraid to let it all out there and be who and what we really are. But today, Texas FFA, let's not be what we're expected to be anymore. Let's be the unexpected.